Good morning, Dr. Airy. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Yes, please, Tina. Lovely. Do you know, Tina, I'm actually looking forward to the start of morning surgery today.
Are you?
Yes. My first patient's Mr. Greenow. He's one of the very few patients I actually look forward to seeing. He's such a thoroughly nice man.
Oh, Uncle Sid.
Uncle Sid? I didn't know he was your uncle.
Yeah, well, he's not really. He's one of them polite uncles. He used to walk me up the Methodist chapel on a Sunday when I was a kid.
Yes. Methodist chapel? I didn't know you were a Methodist.
No, he's the Methodist.
Perhaps that's why he's got such a philosophical outlook on life.
I was on my way up the newsagent, so I'd just got my pocket money and I used to go to the newsagents for a comic and a bag of blackjacks.
Blackjacks? I didn't know you could still get blackjacks.
Well, I don't think you can anymore.
Oh, bugger. I used to really like them. Still, he's really one of my favourite patients, Mr. Greenow. He's always so calm and relaxed about everything. He seems so contented with his life.
He's got that young wife who he bought off eBay.
He bought a wife off eBay? I didn't know you could buy wives off eBay.
Yeah, he got her after his first wife fell in that cement mixer. She comes from Russia or Maidstone or somewhere. I don't know how she gets on with that 14-year-old son of his, though.
A 14-year-old son? I didn't know he'd got a 14-year-old son.
Yeah, he's one of our patients. Richard, his name is. Spotty Dick, they call him. He's got ever such a lot of spots. He hardly ever comes out of the house. His face looks a bit like that wood chip wallpaper of yours. You never see him out with his dad in the garden or anything.
Oh, Mr. Greengrow's a keen gardener, isn't he? He's always bringing us tomatoes and cucumbers in the summer.
Oh, yeah, he's mad keen on his garden.
Perhaps that's why he's so at peace with himself. You often find that with gardeners.
Yeah, I think he's quite keen on the old DIY and all. There's always all these banging and thumping noises coming out of his house.
Really? Do you walk past there quite often, then?
No, he's my next-door neighbour.
Next-door neighbour? I didn't know he was your next-door neighbour.
Yeah, well, you know my address, don't you? I'm number 27 and he's number 29.
Ah, then he's not really your next-door neighbour.
Yes, he is.
Well, what about number 28?
That's over the other side of the road, Dr. Airy. Odd numbers on one side and even numbers on the other.
Odd numbers on one side and even numbers on the other? I didn't know they had odd numbers on one side and even numbers on the other.
Yeah, well, I better get on, Dr. Airy. I've got lots of prescriptions to do.
Well, Mr. Greenow, I'm afraid there does seem to be quite a bit of arthritis in your fingers.
Well, Dr. Airy, I'm sure there's plenty of folks much worse off than me.
Have you been using those painkillers I prescribed for you?
Oh, on and off, Dr. Airy. I don't like to fuss too much about a bit of discomfort, not so long as it don't interfere with the gardening and the DIY.
Oh, yes, Tina said you were a keen DIY enthusiast.
Well, I do like to keep myself busy. I've been building a patio and a pergola on the back of the house, as a matter of fact. Would you like to see some photographs?
Well, I don't like to keep my other patients waiting. Oh, go on then, I dare say I can spare a couple of minutes.
Here you are.
Oh, that's very nice. I wouldn't mind one of these myself.
Here's another one.
Lots of bottles everywhere, Mr. Greenow. Do you collect them or something?
Oh, no, that's the wife.
You mean she collects them?
Are.
And I can't help noticing there's a pair of legs sticking out from behind this pile of bricks.
That's her, sleeping it off, I expect.
Do you mean... I don't like to pry, Mr. Greenow, but do you mean your wife is a heavy drinker?
Alcoholic, I should say.
Oh dear. Well, have you tried getting any help for her?
I've tried all sorts, Dr. Airy. I should never have got her, that's the long and short of it. I'm afraid it's all been a bit of a how'd you do. I suppose you could put it all down to cultural differences.
Yes, I'm sure.
For a start off, she likes her milk delivered round the back.
Oh. Is that a problem?
I don't think you catch my drift, Dr. Airy. When the milkman calls, with his red top like...
Oh! Yes, that must be very awkward for the milkman.
Well, call me old-fashioned, Dr. Airy, but I like to see the milk delivered in a certain way. All these other ideas just aren't natural, if you ask me. So, pretty soon we didn't have no milk deliverers at all. We couldn't agree on a delivery method. So we stopped it entirely. Next thing I knew, she's getting her milk delivered by a different supplier.
I see.
So then we had words. So then she took to the drink. So then them other suppliers wouldn't stop calling around. They'd be round when I was up the allotment. They'd be round when I was in the garden shed. One afternoon I nipped down the compost heap with some potato peelings, and when I come back, there was a delivery being made in the front room, right in front of Emmerdale Farm.
So what did you do?
Well, I parboiled the potatoes, but my heart wasn't really in it.
No, I mean, what did you do about the whole situation?
Well, I dare say you'll think me out of date, Dr. Airy, and I dare say so I am. But there's what you might call a country way of coping with a situation like this one, and that's the way to which I adhere. I find it sets my mind at rest. I generally wait till she's unconscious, and then I gives her a good licking.
Ugh. You mean, with your tongue?
No, Dr. Airy. I means with a bit of 2x4, or else with a poker, whatever happens to come in handy.
But this is terrible.
Well, it is terrible, Dr. Airy, but the wallopings will set us straight in the end.
But, Mr. Greenow, what about your son?
No, he never joins in. He's too busy on that there computer of his. He don't seem to take much interest in what you might call family life.
I mean, what about the psychological effect on your son? Don't you think this is a very bad atmosphere for him to grow up in?
His mother's sinful ways, you mean? In principle, I'm sure you're right. But if you ask me, I don't think he knows a thing about it. He's always upstairs on that computer, with his door shut and his headphones on, listening to groovy music, I expect. No, Dr. Airy, there's no need to concern yourself. It's a sad situation, but I went and paid out good money for her, and they won't agree to a refund, so I've just got to deal with it in my own way.
It can't be right, Dr. Airy. You've got the wrong end of the stick somehow.
I don't think I have, Tina.
I expect he's having you on. He's got a very dry sense of humour, Uncle Sid has.
Well, but what about all those bottles? And what about that pair of legs sticking out from behind that big pile of bricks?
It could be anything. He might be collecting empty bottles for Blue Peter or something, and she might have been sunbathing when he took that picture.
No, I'm sorry, Tina, it just doesn't hold water.
Yeah, well, I've known him ever since I was a kid. He's been really lovely all them years, and now you're telling me he ain't really lovely at all. He's some kind of a monster. I just don't believe it. I know him, and I know what he's like.
Oh, well, now I don't know what to do. So now I don't know what I should do.
Oh, you should never interfere between man and wife.
Call the police.
Oh, no, never interfere between man and wife.
I can't call the police.
Yeah, well, call social services then.
Well, I don't think I should call anybody when I'm not really sure if it's true or not. I mean, I was sure, but then Tina made me all muddled up again.
I can't believe you wouldn't have told Tina. What about confidentiality?
Well, I was quite concerned about that, but I wanted some corroborative evidence. She knows him personally, you see.
You should have called him Mr. X.
Well, if I'd called him Mr. X, she wouldn't have known who I was talking about, would she?
Well, you should have called him Mr. Y then.
What?
You should go round there and take some photographs.
What?
I really don't think you should ever interfere between a man and his wife.
Yes, but the point is, Gladys, it's not just a man and his wife. There's a 14-year-old boy living in that house as well. And if there's really all this wife-beating going on, then he could be at risk.
This has nothing to do with us. We're GPs, not social workers.
Yes, but we do have a duty of care.
Oh, rubbish.
Yes, Gladys, but we are meant to liaise with social services.
Social services? What a lot of nonsense. In my day, we never used to have anything to do with social services. We used to hate them. And quite rightly, too. Bone-idle pen-pushers, the lot of them. Any time you ask them for help, all you get is a lot of excuses. And, of course, they hate us as well. Jealous of us. And that's because medicine is a proper discipline, whereas social workers are a bunch of pimply oiks who studied tourism and knitting at polytechnics.
Well, actually, Gladys, I think they've got a very difficult job to do, and by and large, I think they do it very well.
Oh, yes, that's what I really meant, of course.
And isn't there meant to be some kind of child protection agency we can refer to?
Never heard of it.
Ugh, bumholes.
Well, I think probably I'll just let sleeping dogs lie.
I still say you should go round there and take some photographs.
Well, how on earth would that help, Grabber?
Well, you want to know what's going on inside that house, don't you? So, creep me to the garden at night and take some pictures through the window.
I can't do that.
Why not? I do it all the time.
Well, I'm not doing it.
Well, you're missing out. It's loads of fun.
Would anybody like a nice cream cake?
Well, Dr. Airy, I've just come to say I'm so pleased as how we had our little chat the other day.
Oh, are you, Mr. Greenow?
It was what you said to me about my boy that really struck home. Made me think it did. I've had a little word with him as a result, and I think I may say as how we've turned a corner.
Oh, well, that's very encouraging. Talking things over within the family, that's a very good first step.
I know he prefers to keep himself to himself, and kids these days do like to spend a bit of time with their computers. On top of which, he might be a bit self-conscious, what with his face looking like an explosion in a custard factory. But I took the bull by the horns, and I went up there to have a word with him.
Well, good for you.
Well, Dr. Airy, it turns out as he's been spending all his time up there watching porno movies.
Oh, I see.
I don't mind telling you it came as a shock. Especially when I saw those there images up on that screen. Unnatural it was. I could scarcely believe my eyes. Son, I said, I blame myself for what's happened.
Oh, well, that's very honest of you to see it in those terms. What did he say?
To tell you the truth, I think he was a bit distracted by that there video. Avert your eyes, son, I said. I'll tell you when it's finished. This ain't no way to spend your formative years, I said. It ain't natural. If you'd asked me before I saw it with my own eyes, I would have said it weren't physically possible. Probably computer enhanced. It ain't right, I said. A person could dislocate a hip or something. And furthermore, watching it like this clearly ain't good for your complexion. Come downstairs along with me, I said, and we'll make a fresh start together.
Well, it must have been a very emotional moment.
So it was, Dr. Airy, so it was. He came downstairs along with me, just like I said, and there was his stepmother, lying insensible on the tea table, right where the evening meal should have been.
So, what happened?
Well, Dr. Airy, we gazed at her, and we didn't say a word to each other, not one word. It was like two minds with but one thought. I grabbed the poker, and he grabbed the coal shovel, and we both set about her together.
Oh, my God!
It was what you might call a beautiful moment of family togetherness.
Here, do you want to see some pictures?
What sort of pictures?
Well, you know, we were talking about that child protection case the other day.
Oh, Grabber, you didn't go round there.
Well, yeah, I did. I mean, I weren't going to, but there was nothing much on telly.
I see, these are splendid. But how did you know where they live?
Well, you said it was next door to Tina. I know where she lives, all right.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, this girl looks familiar. Well, come on then, Grabber. Did you find anything out?
Well, yeah, I did in the end. I didn't think I was going to get anything at first because they had all these thick curtains on the windows.
Would you like to see them, Fairy? Thanks.
So I went and took some pictures next door instead.
Oh, my God! Well, they're quite something, aren't they? These are pictures of Tina. Have you seen the one of her getting into the shower?
Yeah, it's a good one, that.
This is terrible.
Well, it's a bit out of focus, but I was hanging off a drain pipe at the time.
How much for a set of these?
£5.
Done. But this is Tina. Nice Tina. You've turned her into a sex object.
I haven't turned her into anything. You must have noticed she's got a nice pair of knockers.
Well, of course I have, but I try not to think about it. Try not to think about it? Good heavens, Fairy, what's the matter with you? Don't you appreciate the good things in life at all? People aren't commodities, Gladys. They're not objects. They're not consumer goods. This is the whole problem with our society.
Yeah, well, do you want copies or not?
Well, if they're only a £5. Aha! But I'm not proud of myself. Oh, well, that makes all the difference, doesn't it? I say, Grabber, what are all these police cars?
Yeah, well, that was the next thing. There was all these banging and crashing and wailing noises coming from the house next door. Only I hadn't really noticed them because I was a bit busy. Only then all these police cars started turning up with their lights flashing. And they broke into the house next door and they carted everybody off.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and Tina must have heard it, because she threw open the bathroom window and she was leaning out and she was going, Uncle Sid! Uncle Sid!
So she'd just got out of the shower?
Yeah, I suppose she had, yeah.
And then in the heat of the moment, her towel slipped down.
I think it got caught on the window catch.
Splendid. Can I have this one blown up large? And I don't suppose the police even noticed you, Grabber, halfway up Tina's drain pipe.
Yeah, well, they did as it goes. They came over and they asked me what I was doing.
Ha! Bloody well serves you right. What do they do? Give you a caution?
Well, they did the same as Gladders.
The same as Gladders? How do you mean?
Yeah, they ordered a big print of the one where she's leaning out the bathroom window.
Oh, good God Almighty! Would anybody like a cinnamon swirl?
Here's your coffee, Dr. Airy.
Thank you, Tina. I say, I'm sorry about what happened the other night to your Uncle Sid.
Yeah, well, you was right about him and I was wrong.
Well, it doesn't matter now who was right and who was wrong.
It just goes to show you think you know somebody.
Yes, that's very true.
Oh, I'm sorry I got all cross like that.
No, it's perfectly understandable, Tina. It doesn't matter in the least.
Yeah, well, I'll just move this bit of paper so don't get a ring on it.
Thanks very much for the coffee, Tina. I'd better get on.
Yeah. What's this photograph, Dr. Airy?
Oh,